Hey everybody, it's Deanna Fenton today. I'm real excited today because we are going to do an interview with Josh Hanem of Interact. Josh is the co-founder of Interact Quiz Builder, and it's a tool. So Interact is used by over 30,000 businesses, including the American Red Cross, Home Depot, and Forbes. And Josh has probably seen more quizzes than any human on earth has a right to. What was the background? How did you and your co-founder start Interact? What prompted it?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. And the backstory of Interact is kind of a roundabout way that we came to what we're doing now. So Matt and I, my co-founder, we were web consultants. We were building websites for people. We had clients that would hire us to build out an entire web presence and do their marketing and SEO and all that kind of stuff. And so we'd build these websites. It would take us months. Like we would literally spend months building websites for people. And then at the end of our whole project, they would just ask us, how many new email subscribers have I gotten? And we were always kind of shocked by that. We were like, you don't care about how cool it looks or the design or anything like that. All you want to know is how many new subscribers you got. And so it was interesting for us to know that. And then one of our clients, who was a sales consultant, requested that we build him from scratch a quiz called What's Your Sales Personality? And we built that quiz, and that quiz converted way better than these websites that we would spend 3 or 4 months building, which was crazy to me because we put all this time and effort into these things, and we made this one silly quiz, and all of a sudden it was capturing all these emails, and it was drastically different. Like the websites we would build would convert on average at about 1%. So 1 out of 100 visitors would put in contact information. The quiz converted at 75%. So
holy crap.
Yeah, it was like so ridiculous. And we were like, gosh, do we just really suck at making websites, or is there actually something absolutely insane here? And we went with there's something absolutely insane here, because I think we actually built some pretty good websites. But it was just so big and so different that we were like, all right, this is a huge problem. This whole contact information gathering from websites, a quiz solves it in a really, really simple way. Let's just go with that and build that into a platform. And so that's what we did. And that's how we came up with Interact and what it is today.
What is the magic of quizzes?
Yeah, so there's two things, and there's two things, and they're not super obvious. We've done a lot of research on this to figure out what these two things are. So the number one thing is that a quiz lets you talk about yourself. And people absolutely love to talk about themselves. There's this Time magazine study they did, and they found that when we talk about ourselves, we get a dopamine rush in our brains, literally like you were taking drugs, just because you're talking about yourself. And there's no other kind of content on social media or on websites that lets people express themselves the way a quiz does. You're answering questions. It seems stupid, but you're actually talking about yourself, and we love doing that. So that's the number one reason. And then the number two reason is self-awareness. So a quiz tells you something about yourself. And again, same type of thing. We love to find out new things about ourselves. It's kind of what the whole self-help industry is built on top of. And so when you get to find out about yourself, that's the other thing that's really, really appealing about quizzes.
Ever since BuzzFeed started those quizzes and putting out, in the email I sent out, I talked about, what Disney princess are you? And, those things are viral. Everybody loves not only getting their results, taking the quiz and getting their results, but then they share it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much draw to it, and those things I mentioned are super psychological, but also quizzes are just fun. Like people just like taking quizzes, BuzzFeed with their Disney things, and then before that, it was like Cosmopolitan putting quizzes on the back of magazines back in like the 1920s, and then before that, there was people that would literally gather in pubs to take quizzes together. Quiz night is an actual thing, and it still happens in a lot of pubs and bars. You can go to quiz night, and it's an entire reason to gather together and enjoy a night of entertainment. And now it's just translated online.